Throughout the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, dozens of whistleblowers came forward with incredible claims about the government's knowledge of extraterrestrial visitation. But for many UFO researchers, the most important revelations of all came in the late 1980s from a physicist named Bob Lazar. The first person Lazar told his story to was his close friend, retired CIA pilot John Lear.
Bob Lazar used to work at Los Alamos, had the highest clearance that you can get there, and he worked for 3 or 4 months up there at Area 51.
While working at the top-secret Air Force facility known as Area 51, Lazar revealed to his friend that a remarkable object was hidden deep within the secret military compound.
It was December 6th of '88. He comes in, he sits down there at my desk, and he said, "I saw a disc today." And I said, "What?" He said, "I saw a disc." And I said, "You saw a flying saucer?" He said, "Yeah, sure did. I saw them, I touched them, they are real." I said, "Well, there's no reason you should be here right now, because they're going to have followed you. They know exactly what you're doing."
4 months later, Lear learned that his concerns about Lazar being watched by the military were well-founded. Lazar revealed that Air Force officers at Area 51 had approached him to let him know that they had been keeping track of not only him, but also his wife.
They had some private information that his wife was having an affair. Said, "We can't have anybody working with us who has family problems like that. So we need to suspend your work up there until you get things sorted out." And that was April 7th of '89. And that's when he decided to go public.
With Bob's permission, Lear shared his story with a reporter he knew at the local KLAS TV station, George Knapp. On May 15th, Knapp sat down with Lazar for a live interview.
We had a 5-minute live interview segment every night, and I don't remember who it was that day, but they canceled late in the day, and I didn't know what we were going to do, and I thought, I wonder if Lear's UFO buddy might be available. I had no idea who Bob Lazar was, and so we sent a live unit up to Lear's home. The skinny, bespectacled guy comes out. We had to hide his identity, silhouette. We used a pseudonym, and we started interviewing. And out spills this story of a secret facility built up in the Area 51 complex.
Exactly what's going on up there?
Well, there's several, actually 9 flying saucers, flying discs that are out there of extraterrestrial origin, and they're being test flown and basically just analyzed.
It is the highest rated locally produced series ever airing in Las Vegas, and it changed the course of my life.
After Lazar's sensational claim, Area 51 became the center of public interest. And UFO enthusiasts began to comb the Nevada desert in search of the secret military installation. Bob Lazar ultimately revealed his identity, and once he did, his life would never be the same.
Bob Lazar, he was ripped apart for this information. In fact, it got so bad where his house was broken in, he was harassed, his family was threatened.
Lazar thought he was going to be killed. We were being followed. We were being tracked. Our phones were tapped. We were being watched. I mean, I made an open appeal to our audience. I said, look, I know there are people who are watching this program now who know about the reverse engineering, and I want you to reach out to me. And 6 times in a row, people who contacted me, offered to meet with me and go on camera, were visited the very next day by people purporting to be government agents who told them to shut the hell up or else. And in a couple of those cases, they were threatened with death.
Faced with constant harassment, Lazar retreated from public view. Then, in 2013, 24 years after Bob Lazar's explosive interview, a Freedom of Information Act request forced the government to finally reveal the existence of Area 51. while Air Force officials still denied that the facility had anything to do with extraterrestrial craft or beings, Lazar felt a sense of vindication. In 2018, he decided to share his story in filmmaker Jeremy Corbell's documentary titled Bob Lazar, Area 51, and Flying Saucers.
In the late 1980s, the U.S. government had recovered alien spacecraft, several of them, and the technology in the Nevada desert that they were keeping quiet and analyzing. That's a fact.
I think after he saw some time passing and saw how people were saying things that he never said, just finally got to him. I mean, he's a fighter, so I think he just got to a point where he was saying, okay, enough is enough, here we go. What do you want to know?
I don't like being in the public eye. I don't got money for doing this. And quite frankly, I could make up a better lie, but I have no motivation to lie.